Well, hey there. It's Andy. I've been gone for a while. What do you think of my beard? Oh, Betsy says hi. Welcome to life in my house. Lots of pets. Sadly, we lost one of our pets recently, Scott. Scott the cat. I posted some pictures on Facebook of him periodically. He'd sit up by the TV. Sweet kitty passed very much before his time. So, very sad. Anyway, I've been gone for a while, and, like losing the poor kitty, it's life, life happens, as you well know. And, been gone for a while, and, thought I better, finally kind of pulled myself up enough to, come back and do another YouTube video, chat with you all for a bit, talk to you all, whatever. Life's been, some hardships this last year. Dealing with some health problems. Had some arthritis and nerve problems, which is causing me, you may have noticed, me fingering the horn across the bell with my left hand. There's a reason. Is that my right side, I've got pretty severe got pinched nerves. They think mostly caused by arthritis, but tests still ongoing. Getting treatment. It's a mixed bag of stuff. Long story short, when I play like normal, causes fairly severe pain after a little bit. Really just a few minutes. So I've been experimenting around a little bit with, fingering across. I have some nerve stuff here, some neuropathy from my lovely diabetes. Don't wish that on anybody. So it's like I say, treatment's ongoing, but playing trumpet for more than a little bit really kind of starts to hurt. So I've been experimenting with the left hand, and it's slow going, but it's like learning to write with your other hand or whatever handed you are, left or right-handed. Trying to learn how to eat or write your name, whatever, with the other hand. In my case, learn how to play the trumpet with the other hand. It's just awfully, it feels, it just feels weird, right? It's all, but done it enough now. This right hand the right side just kind of rests there. I don't know if you can see that. It just kind of rests there, and I do all the, it's coming along. It really is coming along. So, anyway, sorry I've been gone for a while. What do you think of my beard, huh? Could be an extra on that show, The Vikings or something, or maybe Game of Thrones. Getting in touch with my inner hillbilly here. Anyway, I've been, I'm not gonna lie, had some pretty down moments the last year or two, as we all have. The country's kind of in sort of a general state of depression, it seems. And I'm going to warn you now, the dogs are inside here with me. There's Bessie shaking off. So what you see is what you get here today. Dog noise and all. That's my life, So, anyways, where was I? Been some down moments the last year is to sum it up. And, no matter what, thank God I have this thing, because it comes back to me. Music, trumpet, it comes back to me. Pretty much every single time. It's my whole adult life. It's a powerful thing when like in my case, I've known since I was 19 that this was what I was supposed to be doing. And, I responded accordingly and just poured myself into it with everything I got. 6, 7, 8 hours of practice a day. constant. Oh, now we got a cat mewing. Mango, the other cat, is mewing at me. She doesn't like the trumpet either. There's nothing but music critics in my house. Anyway, sorry, I keep distracting myself, but it's kind of free form today. Just sort of been watching a lot of these long form YouTube videos the last year or so, and it just seems to have become a thing. People sit and talk about their thing for half an hour or whatever, hour long, and call it entertainment, and it kind of is entertaining. So we'll see what I have to say, right? Trumpet always seems to bring me back from the brink. Thank God I have it. Like I say, I poured myself into this thing starting about age 17 is when I started as a junior, and started studying with my teacher, Chris Jodis, the unbelievable teacher, player. And I poured myself into this, and he helped. He fanned the flames for sure. And just, spent years doing nothing but practicing and working and trying to work my way, get better, and trying to find those new, the new levels, right? And as you get better, those levels get longer and harder to get, to sort of level up, if you will, like video game or something. But I've worked really hard at this thing. And I'm not going to lie, the last couple of years has really, we've all been through hardships. I've been through more than my fair share. And even when I had a son who died, guess what? Brought me back. About a month or so after that, horror happened, I was back playing. And it was really hard at first. And this, in this case, this last year or so, with all my various health problems, it's been pretty much, I wasn't sure, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure I was coming back. Canceled a lot of gigs just because of this nerve pain thing. So, but sure enough, there's something, oh, bless you, Bessie sneezed. Like I say, welcome to life in my house. Lots of pets around here. Anyway, frankly, they're part of what helps me, stay cheery, right? Love my animals. Sorry, keep distracting myself. It's brought me back from the brink again. Started listening a couple months ago. I'll be honest, I just sat around, haven't, wanted to even listen to music. But there's just something there. It keeps coming back, and I'll start listening to something and like, oh, that's cool. Find a cool video. Been listening to a lot of the WDR Big Band. They have a ton of YouTube stuff. Wow, what a fabulous outfit that is. Tons of great concert things. Check them out, man. They're amazing. And, things like that. And it just starts to come back. Then I had a very dear friend ask me to play taps at a funeral recently, which I did, and put everything into it. It's only like whatever it is, 8 notes or whatever. But boy, it really makes you, sit up and make sure you got your shit together because everybody's listening. And it went very well, honestly. Very sad event, of course. I don't play many of those, but kind of helped. Kind of like, no, I still can't do this thing. So here we are once again talking about trumpet, right? But I don't know. I'm going to treat it a little bit more casually, if you will, in the past. I've always tried to have like a little 2-3 minute idea for each of these. Thinking a little more broadly about these YouTube videos now. I just want to kind of talk and play a bit, of course. Got a lot of still more to contribute, I think, trumpet wise. Things to talk about. I have things on my mind that, I've been a lot of time to stew. You can only watch so much fucking TV, just finished the entire run of Ray Donovan. That was a new one. Wow, what a great show that is. There's tons of great TV, but God darn, you can only watch so much TV, right? So anyway, TV off, horn out. That's kind of the new thinking, right? Start of the day. And here I am, working on tunes. I can't do anything much virtuosic yet, right? I'm not up to Carnival of Venice, Napoli, things like that. I'm not, we're not there. Even Clark Technical Studies. I mean, that's just not really going to be in the cards right now. But figuring, okay, I'll pick ballads, right? I love ballads. It's funny, when I was young, I used to hate ballads. I just think they were boring. Was it somebody said that youth is wasted on the young? I just love that. It's true. I just used to think ballads are stupid and boring, and I'm like, what the hell did I know? I love them. I love just playing and trying to just make a sound. That's a huge part of what I just love about what keeps me coming back, right? Is being able to just make a freaking sound, right? Just play and make something, try to make something beautiful. So then, sitting working with, playing, fingering it across the bell, which is definitely, slow coming. But I can still, I know his tunes are all still up here. So I'm playing some melodies I know, and it's like my most favorite thing to do anyway, right? Just to play tunes, ballads, working on Body and Soul, and a couple others I'm working up. And I got some other things, things I want to talk about, different video coming up later, whenever. I'm going to try to drop these more frequently. I'm just sorry I've been gone for a while. I've actually increased the subscribers. If you like what you see, smash that like button. Why does everybody have to smash the like button? What did the like button ever do to you? Anyway, if this is boring for you, fine. Just, peace out. It's fine. But figure it's my channel. I'm going to do it how I want to do it, right? So a little bit of talk, a little more talk probably than in the past. A little bit of playing. And I just wanted to kind of touch base and show you where I'm at. Playing, yeah, but sorry if you can hear my heater. It kicks on. I live in a small house, and the heater kicks on. It sounds like a helicopter in the next room. Anyway, still got things to talk about, trumpet topic-wise, right? Not totally free form here. So, fingering across the bell like that, just taking it slow with some ballads. That was obviously the A section about the great Body and Soul, one of the great tunes. Incidentally, you ever thought about, I'd make a great bossa nova. It would be a great bossa melody. Body and Soul would. Anyway, but treating it like a ballad today. So that was the A section. Let's pick it up at the bridge. Warning you, Bessie may sing along here. She's right over there. She doesn't like trumpet. Bessie accompaniment. Anyway, thanks for staying in there with me, folks, in this whole YouTube thing. Hopefully, can keep playing here, building up the left hand here. Like I say, I am still getting treatment for the right. It's very slow going. Welcome to, Healthcare USA. Don't get me started. But things are ongoing. They really are. There is treatment happening. It's just slow. But, if you think about, well, I think about all those years I spent in the practice room. I don't know how many hours. I'm not going to lie. There's a period of probably, excuse me, starting to sound like my dad, clearing his throat constantly. So many more things make more sense to me about my dad now that I've, reaching my mid-50s here, Anyway, distracted myself, forgot my point. But, sorry, really lost my train of focus there. My whole point is that I'm trying to work on the left hand, right? I've always done like air trumpet stuff, in fact, Susanna, my late wife, said I would do this in my sleep. Oh, I know what I was talking about. There was a period when I was young when I'm not sure anybody practiced more than I did. Ask anybody who knew me. I just lived in a practice room. It's partly why it took me 12 years to get a bachelor's degree. I'm not kidding. Started in 87. Yeah, 87 at Webster University, wonderful university. And transferred for a variety of reasons. My junior year to SIU Edwardsville, over here in Illinois. And it took me forever, though, because I kept blowing off classes to guess what? Go practice. Anyway, there had to be a much better way to achieve a bachelor's degree than that. But I just practiced. The point is, I practiced so freaking much for so many years. And then later got out of college and practiced the symphony auditions, St. Louis Symphony Extra List. I don't think I ever practiced for anything short of my senior recital. I did an incredibly hard senior recital under Chris's tutelage. Did the Tomasi trumpet concerto, things like that. These hard piccolo stuff, and just practiced like a maniac for years and years and years and years. And what I think part of what I've got going on here is not just the nerve pain from the arthritis, but also carpal tunnel. I had the whole carpal tunnel test done, which is basically the equivalent of some kind of, Kremlin torture, if you will. They wire you up. They literally like shock you, in my case, up along my arms. And the doctor said I had the worst case of carpal tunnel he'd ever seen. No joke. And I explained what my life had been in my career. And he said, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. That millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of hours of doing this thing, right? It adds up over time, that repeated motion. I've had the same exact, motion with this for how many million hours. And these things, can degenerate. And I've never done anything about mine. I've known 20 years ago that I had an issue and just never did anything about it. So there you go. Anyway, like I say, treatment ongoing. I don't want to get into every, bloody detail, but the point is, again, I'm losing my point, but I'm working on playing. I guess is the whole point of this video. Because I did it one way, sorry, it keeps coming back, the fact that how much I practiced as a youth. Wish I'd spent some time doing what I'm doing now, right? Just try, because I got to where I could just crush pieces, just had them absolutely mastered. I remember Chris told me once the Napoli, when I had that down, he said, that is your piece. He said, you own that. It's not often you could say you have ownership of a piece. Well, that's what Chris said about Napoli. But I wish I'd spent some time like, okay, you want another challenge? Kick it up a notch, play with the other hand. Look at what a cat like Clark Terry. Clark Terry was completely ambidextrous, as a trumpet player. I wish I'd spent some time trying to figure that stuff out, but, live and learn. And now, hey, maybe now I'm finally learning the lesson. So try practicing a little with your, if you're right-handed or if you're playing with the right hand, like all of us do. Try with the other hand. You'd be surprised how hard that is. Anyway, that's about it for today. Lots of talk, a little bit of playing, but just wanted you all to hear from me. It's been a while. And hope you all are well. Thank you for subscribing and staying in there with me. And I've had lots of positive messages. So doing okay. you definitely had some real challenges the last year, health challenges. But man, I'm still fighting. I'm still in there and starting to play again. So here's to more, right? Okay. Stay well. See you guys soon.